Here's our summary video for week 6 on our YO Wellness 17 journey to wellness. We intend to be more well at the end of this year, and we've gone through 6 weeks. So let's do that summary. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Minke, and this is Minke Wellness. So we started off the week, we've started into the blood and lymph, the fluid system, the circulation, and part of our wellness strategy is to deliver the nutrients, flood the body with nutrients, step 2 of our wellness strategy. So we did some breathing to connect to the carrying capacity, the delivering capacity of the blood to deliver those nutrients. What nutrients? Oxygen and water we've already done, so we want to expand that repertoire into feeling the protein that's in the blood, the delivering the amino acids, the the triglycerides and fat that travel in the blood and lymph. We have the minerals, trace minerals, and things that travel in the blood. Now, I realize there's lots of things that travel in the blood, but we're just going to focus on the nutrients, flooding the body with nutrients. And we began doing the breathing by activating the blood. So we breathe in, activate the blood, get that oxygen into the blood, feeling that oxygen move through the whole body. We're starting to get good at feeling that movement of the blood through the body and how it can soak into any tissue we want. So that's that activated breathing, you're getting that oxygen, flooding that body with oxygen. Now we have water. We use the breathing to push the water into the tissue. We could push water into joints. We can push the water into the spine, right, and get that water pushed out into the body, because that's a nutrient that has to be delivered. We have to get hydration. But we also have these nutrients in the blood. So we breathe in and we listen to the orchestra. It was an image that I used, but we had a lot of different images we came up with. But I settled on the one for the orchestra, hearing the music of the blood. So I'm breathing into the blood and listening to the blood, and as a musical number or an orchestra. And as I listen, breathe in and listen, I can hear that the blood's out of balance. There's not, too many horns, or not enough of this or that, too loud or too chaotic, or something's going on. So I'm asked the master conductor to come in, tap, tap, tap his baton and say, okay, come on, we got to get on track here. So I'm going to breathe in that information, that confident direction of, asking my blood to do its job, to deliver these nutrients, and really bring that in and get the nutrients, the connection to the blood carrying capacity, and that's going to be key to the vitality of my body to deliver these nutrients. So I really want that blood to be good at what it's doing, to be capable, strong, confident in delivering those nutrients. Okay, and so this dovetails really well with that was on Monday. Really well on Wednesday, we talked about how to take our supplements, and so I'm going to actually go through that again and just show you that real quick for what I do. And so I've got my Rehimagen, and I'm going to just toss it back and forth, shake it a little bit, and I'm going to add it 2 dropperfuls of Rehimagen to my water, in case I've got my little jar, and here's my 1 dropper and 2 droppers. Okay, so here's my water with my Rehimagen. I'm going to now add, and this Rehimagen is really good for the blood. Now I'm going to add my 3 drops of grapefruit, okay, oil as a nutrient, as a supplement that's going to go help going to support the flow of my lymphatics. I'm now going to add my couple ounces of Ningxia Red to this. So I've got, and I don't know if I exactly measure, but a couple ounces, maybe that was an ounce or so of Ningxia Red. Got too many things I'm trying to show you on the camera here. I'm going to drop a bottle of Ningxia Red on the floor. All right, and now I've got my concoction here of my Ningxia Red, my grapefruit, and here is my packet of my multivitamin, my master formula. And if I can find the ripping point of this, oops, and of course drop it all on the floor. Sorry about that. Okay, so see, anyone can do a wellness video. So here we go to our wellness. Now I've just breathed into my blood, activated it. Great little 1 breath, 2 breath, 3 breath sequence to do right as I'm taking my supplements now. Okay, and so I'm going to take this capsule first. So, I don't know how you are on taste. I don't care about taste, so to me, I'm just down in it. But it actually tastes quite nice. The grapefruit, like I said, kind of dominates pretty much the flavor. The Ninja Red disappears. The in there, brings it a little fruity flavor, and the Rehimogen is just kind of, I don't know, it disappears. I don't really taste the Rehimogen that much, and of course the others are just pills. So here we are. So I've just brought in some amazing nutrients, antioxidants, really. So now I'm going to breathe those and draw those, invite those with breath to come into my blood and into my lymph. And really, I've already done the breath to circulate. So now I'm kind of like, come on, bring that in. And now feel the orchestra. Now bring that in, and just, man, the power just ramps it up. Now my orchestra is really playing. It's like one of those Sousa bands, right? I mean, da, 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 So I really get excited about using the breath to really bring in and connect to the supplements that I'm doing. And it gives me it just gives me a connection to what I'm doing and taking. I took my did I take my supplements today? I know when I take my supplements, because I'm deliberate about that. So I've got these, and I know that the citrus oils are very helpful to, kind of get, as I like to really feel those move through the lymph. Kind of dovetails nicely into the day 2 where we talked about how we end up toxifying our lymph with all these personal care products. And so now I'm going to really get those scrubby bubbles. I'm going to ask the grapefruit to move through the lymph. I'm just going to imagine as it goes through and starts to clean and mobilize. And I've got all this personal care. I don't, but some of us have got. Actually, even if I've already cleaned up my life, which I have, I've completely gotten rid of all this stuff, I still get exposed to fat-soluble toxins that are just plain in the air. They're around all the time. So none of us are in a completely green environment where we're just non-toxic. We're always getting some amount of toxins in here. So important to continue. And I meant to bring my sulfurzyme in and show you I'm still taking my sulfurzyme. Imagine I'm taking 4 capsules of sulfurzyme because that's back in the kitchen. I'm not going to go get it right now. But I will right after this video. I'm going to go get my sulfurzyme. So add that, and that's my support for doing that. So really feeling the movement here. Now, so we've got to clean up our lifestyle. And now we get this opportunity to do the day 4 and 5, which day 4, Thursday, we did using the diaphragm to pump the lymph and really feel that movement. So we're mechanically pumping the lymph with the diaphragm and then with muscle contraction. So it's skeletal muscle contraction that pumps the lymph. So we're going to get up off the chair a little bit and move a little bit and get this going. So I've got my supplements. I'm going to really want to pump this lymph. So as that diaphragm pump draws down, and it literally massages the cisterna chyli, this major lymphatic duct, that it literally pumps it and feels, and you can start to feel, or imagine that you feel that fluid moving through and starting to pump the whole abdominal lymphatic system. So we've got lymph nodes and we've got drainage points here. So we could do a little bit of the pumping at the collarbone into here. We could do the pumping at the groin across the hip joint here, where I pull across the hip joint here and pull across the hip joint here. All right, but we can also start engaging. So that's our deep breathing with diaphragm. And remember that my inhale comes as part of the extension of the spine. So right, and that diaphragm pumping down, I'm feeling that starting to move. I can feel the warmth. I start to feel warm as my circulation increases. I'm going to do a little bit of a bouncing to start to stimulate. I'm pushing. The contraction of the skeletal muscles is what pushes the lymph, so I can push, feeling the feet push into the floor, feet push into the floor, calf, knee, quad, glute, and I'm contracting that, pushing that fluid up in, and I can use breath as I'm pushing. I can draw that up with my breath to get that circulation to come in. I can also stand up. This is the last day, and you're not going to see all of me here, but maybe we can do. All right. So anyway, I can do this little bounce. So as I come down, I'm catching myself on the down. I push myself up, down, up, down. I could do that one leg at a time. Down, up, down, up. And when I say up, I'm pushing myself up, straightening that leg. If you want to get more, watch that whole video. And so I can do the little dance, woohoo! But I'm stimulating. These are very simple movements, but they're very powerful to stimulate the circulation and get the lymph going. We talk about aerobic exercise to get circulation, but a lot of times people are cranking up their muscles in such a way that they stay tight. I really want to get my muscle contracted and then let go, contracted and let go. I need to be able to let go, because once the muscle lets go, it allows the fluid to move through it. If it stays contracted, it restricts circulation, and that's against what I'm trying to do. So I don't want to restrict circulation. I want to stay loose. If you don't know how to be loose, go back to the self-massage videos we've talked about, or go and get professional massage to get things loosened up so that you can keep the body, loose and keep the circulation flowing. It's so vital to deliver those nutrients, right? Flood the body with nutrients, and I can't do it. And a lot of people, I'm tired, my brain fog, I can't function. And the reason is they're literally not getting enough blood to the brain. And you talk about the organs and you say, well, I'm having fertility problems. Well, if I'm sitting all the time and I'm cutting off all the circulation through here, I'm wearing a belt that tightens around my waist, and I'm not delivering those nutrients that I need to keep a healthy uterus or healthy fertility, how am I going to have a healthy organ? If I'm having thyroid trouble and I'm on thyroid medication, and I'm sitting here like this, and this is so tight and constricted that I'm not getting any blood flow through my thyroid, then I can take all the herbal supplements and even all the medication I want, and if it doesn't get delivered into the tissues, then what's the point? I'm not going to get there. So I hope you're understanding that as I'm going through this whole wellness program, there's reasons for why I'm doing this sequence. So if you're just starting out, I think you want to go back to week 1, okay, and go and come through the whole program. Anyway, that's the summary for week 6. I know I'm getting excited about all this stuff, but I love wellness. I'm so addicted to wellness, and I hope you are getting excited and addicted to wellness, and I hope you're starting to feel some of these things. And, I don't know where you're at in your wellness, but I guarantee as you get into your body, you will have to pay back. You are going to get to the point where you end up with some healing crisis, okay? And I don't know who that is or when that's going to happen for you, but it will happen. Things get tough. And I'm telling you, if you keep up with your sulfurzyme and your water and your breathing, it'll get you through those tough times. And maybe we'll have some discussion of that, okay? But that's a summary. We're going into week 7. I'm going to talk a lot more about the blood and lymph. We're going to talk about cleansing and vitalizing, and we're going to do more of this. So happy wellness. Get excited for yourself about wellness. Think about what it feels like. You're starting to feel what it's like to be well. Then speak that in and bring it out and breathe it in and just participate in that consciously, okay? I'm really excited for all of us here this year. I think it's going to be a fabulous year. Happy wellness.